Hi, I'm Dawn and this is where Shabby meets Bling. Today I'm taking on a new adventure with my good friend Chili the Snowman. He has decided to take the next step in opening his gingerbread bakery and cafe. Now the hard work really starts.
This video is part of Christmas Palooza, and our fabulous host is none other than Annie from Crafting with Indie Annie Jones. Be sure to check out her incredible channel in this playlist. The links will be in the description box below.
Chili has started going to restaurant and cafe vendor shows to order product in volume. He has come across a wonderful hot chocolate. It is called Spiced Mocha Mix and it's by the North Pole Brewing Company. So he plans on ordering that product today.
This project starts with some PVC that I found at Goodwill. There was actually a trash can out front of the building with all this PVC in it, and I bought every darn stick. What I'm doing is I'm cutting this PVC into tiny little chunks, little pieces that are all going to be the same size, because they're going to be appropriate for what you would find in size-wise to Chili's gingerbread bakery and cafe. And these little things, these itty bitty little pieces of PVC, are going to be transformed into our spiced mocha mix cans. I am using the chop saw here to cut something that's round. And if you do this, please be careful because round things can turn, they can spin. Just be careful. Ta-da! A mocha mix can. Once back inside, I need to sand down the sides of my mocha cans because we're going to be painting them. Yes, we are. Of course we are. We're going to be painting them, and we want our paint to adhere. So I'm using a rougher sandpaper, then I'm going to come back with a fine sandpaper. But before we paint, we're going to add the bottom of our can. I am sitting my PVC firmly on my silicone mat, and I'm filling the bottom with hot glue. This is going to create the bottom of our can. And I'm just making sure that I hold it nice and tight to the silicone until it dries. Until it cools. It dries and cools. And then rinse and repeat to do it again and again until all our little mocha mix cans are complete with a little bottom. Now that we have a solid bottom, we need a lid. I found this package of little old Christmas drums, plastic and cardboard, at my favorite pizza shop. And I looked at the tops of them and I thought, boy, if I could get that off, it looks like it might be darn close to the same size as the top of my little cans. So I disassembled and pulled it apart. And yeah, the inside is just, it's cardboard. It's junk. So I took what looks like a little steering wheel from a ship, and it fits perfect, so I can glue it. But I'm thinking when I apply it, if I heat it up, it might expand enough to just slide right over the top. So I'm going to cut off all the little nubbins sticking out and prep it for paint. Of course, those little nubbins didn't come off cleanly, so I gave them a little sand, and then I put them on some wire with hot glue so they would be easier to paint. Our cocoa mix can is getting just painted with some chalk paint. That's it, and it goes on nice and easy since I've sanded it. So we will get all of this a nice coat, even the bottom. Coat of chalk paint. Once I have them all painted and they are nice and dry, I am going to add their labels. The label I'm using is a spiced mocha mix, and I will leave the actual name of it in the description box, and it is by Traci Vanover Designs. I have sized them to the proportion I need for my little cans, and I'm going to cut them out, and then I am going to adhere them on each and every tiny itty bitty little can with some Mod Podge. I'm using a matte Mod Podge. My front label is on, and now I am just pushing some styrofoam in so that way I can put the top on the, and boy, this worked out beautiful because with the heat of the glue, it expanded my little lid and it just sat right on top. Once I have my lids on, I'm going to be adding some more of the details that was in the download of that Spiced Mocha Mix printable kit. I will be using the red and white checked ribbon and the little tiny seal that has a hot chocolate mug in it. I mean, look at that pop right on there. Slick as anything. Little heat, little pressure, and it's just like Rubbermaid or Tupperware. It's something like that.
Our spiced mocha cans are complete, but where are we going to put them? It's a good thing Chili's been out picking up display pieces.
I picked up this little 1980s nugget at my favorite resale shop for $2, and it doesn't not scream I was made in the 80s. And back then I would have loved it. Today I do not. So we're gonna disassemble Stephanie. I'm taking the doors off of it and I'm taking those hearts off of the drawer. But it's made really well. Really, really well. This is going to become our display hutch for our spiced mocha mix. Once both the hearts are removed, now for some quick wood by J.B. Weld to mend the little areas that were destroyed when I pulled off those little hearts. So my little cabinet has been totally disassembled and everything's nice and smooth now. But I truly feel that it is not ornate enough to be going into Chili's Gingerbread Bakery and Cafe. I need to blingy blang it up a bit, and I'm going to, and it's too short. It's too short. It doesn't look like a real piece of furniture. So I am going to add a piece of wood to the bottom of it that I already cut, and I'm going to add some little feet. Some real cute little feet off of a piece of whatnot that I picked up at, guess where I got it? At a thrift shop. Yes, at a thrift shop. I remove all 4 of the little feet from this piece I picked up, and now I'm going to glue and clamp that bottom part onto my cabinet, and then I'm going to use my new toy. I've got a brand new toy to brad nail it. This is my fabulous birthday present. This is a New Master nail gun, and I love this thing. It is awesome because it is run by battery, not by air compressor. It's a little heavier than the type you use with the air compressor, but oh my gosh, I could use it in the house, which is what I'm doing right now to get the bottom of my little cabinet put together. Now that our little cabinet is all grown up, she's a big girl. She doesn't have her shoes on yet. They're being painted black. But I am going to paint this beautiful little cabinet crimson red. What better for Christmas? Crimson red. And it's looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to paint the exterior of this, and then we're going to do something a little more fun for the interior. I am using Waverly chalk paint for the entire cabinet, and this is celery green, and it is beautiful, and it is reminiscent of Chili's little basket that he was holding on to after I made him. It has the teeny tiny little gift box in there, painted this color. I'm giving the back panel a little light sanding, and then I am going to paint it celery green as well. Since I have the back off, it's the perfect opportunity to do some little decorative painting on it. And the goal here is when this is done in the right scale, I want people to think this is a life-size cabinet that's been hand painted, which is what I'm doing. I'm hand painting it. So that's the goal. So there's one coat on my little drawer, and these are going to be the little poles that replace the hearts, and I'm going to spray paint them to match the feet. All will be black, a matte black, to look like wrought iron. It's going to be beautiful.
We have our spiced mocha mix, we have a display cabinet, but I think we need some cups and saucers so once open, customers can be served.
I found these adorable little coffee cups resale. 50 cents for the whole bag, and they are not like your average toy. They are solid and heavy. And I also picked up at Walmart, actually, these poker chips. And the poker chips are going to become our saucers for those cute little cups. I'm going to be magi paging something onto the front of our little cups. It is that same little medallion with the coffee cup on it, the cocoa cup that I used on the top of our spiced mocha mix cans. And these will be the cups that Chili and his staff use in the Gingerbread Bakery and Cafe to serve hot chocolate. A little bit of hot glue on the bottom of my cup, and I will glue it right onto the saucer, aka the poker chip. But doesn't that look like a saucer? I love it, love it. I am filling the cups with hot glue, and before it cools, before it dries, before it cools, I will be adding in a cinnamon stick, a teeny tiny handmade cinnamon stick. And then I will be painting it the top of the hot cocoa, a hot cocoa color, using once again a Waverly chalk paint. And I will also be adding, while the paint is wet, tiny marshmallows. This packet of little styrofoam balls I picked up at Hobby Lobby for half off. I grabbed a couple bags because they were so cute. And these tiny little storage containers, these little plastic guys with the lids, I picked up at the Dollar Tree. And what doesn't go in the cocoa as they're serving customers will get packaged up for resale. How lovely! How lovely. Fresh made, homemade marshmallows. I am taking my scissors and I am cutting a teeny tiny bit off of all four sides and the bottoms and the tops. Just one snip, 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 and then top and bottom, and you got a marshmallow.
Chili ordered table and chairs, and thank goodness part of that shipment has arrived.
You may recall that this summer during a thrifting trip, I picked up a bunch of these cake decorating doodads. And these doodads are going to become part of our furniture, our seating for our lovely Gingerbread Bakery and Cafe. These little cake decorating doodads also have little nubbins that I need to prune. So first I'm going to take care of that. And then I am going to use my B7000 and put them back to back with the larger part at the bottom to act as the base, and I am going to glue them together. I have also cut out a teeny tiny piece of a little square of packing foam that I am going to hot glue to the top of this to add stability and a little bit of height for our tabletop. So here's our table base, and once it's painted black, it is gonna look like wrought iron. Guaranteed. Now to add our tabletop. This is a styrofoam disc, comes in a pack of 2 from the Dollar Tree, and I am using my hot glue gun to bond the two together. And keep in mind, even at a low setting, this was melting that packing foam. So I shut my hot glue gun off, I unplugged it and let it sit for a bit, and it worked beautifully. And this made it possible to glue my little table together. And now for a little bit of black chalk paint on the underside and the actual rim of the tabletop. We do not need to paint the top of it because it's going to get covered, and you'll see by what in just a minute. I picked up this really pretty Christmas plaid at Joann Fabric, and it was on sale. I love their sales, and they have great coupons too. So I picked this up and I cut it 1 inch larger all the way around the top of the table. And I added just a thin strip of heat and bond, because that is how I am going to apply our cute little trim on this cute little tablecloth. Oh, so sweet.
The cabinet has been stocked, the tables have been set, and we have some hot gingerbread spiced mocha waiting for us. Do you think Chili will let me have extra marshmallows? They really looked good.
Chili has decided to hang up his skates and open his cafe. He is inviting you in with a cup of hot gingerbread spiced mocha. Take a seat. He'll be right with you. Have a seat on one of those adorable little stools. Don't they look like wrought iron and upholstered little cushions? Here you get an overall look at Chili's humble beginning, the start of Chili's Gingerbread Bakery and Cafe. You'll be one of the first customers. Let's take a closer look at our table and chairs. Don't they really look like wrought iron? They truly, truly do. I am so pleased with how they turned out. And those little stools, oh my goodness. I think I've seen those stools while I've been antiquing. And now I have them in miniature. You can see our tablecloths with a little detailing on them and how I've pleated them. Spiced mocha, anyone? For here or to go. Check out those cans. Don't they look real? Like you could just pick it up, open it up, and get a big scoop and make yourself some hot cocoa. I am absolutely thrilled. So darn cute. And how about those marshmallows? And that cinnamon stick. I will be making those cinnamon sticks in miniature and in full size in my next video on Can't Sleep Creations on the 11th. And here's a good look at our cabinet. All brand new. Well, nearly. Refurbished at least. With some beautiful hand painting on the back. And a two-tone, just to kind of bring it up to date. And how about that hardware and those legs? Nice legs. Chili is so pleased you stopped by, but he wants you to know there's a lot more to come, so we hope you come back soon. Thank you again to Annie for hosting Christmas Palooza. And make sure you check out her channel and this playlist. You'll find the links in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Share it with your family, your friends, and anyone that loves teeny tiny fun little things and Christmas decor. You can follow me on Instagram and check out my shop on Etsy. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. You can show your support of this channel by subscribing, so don't forget to subscribe. But for now, this is Dawn with Shabby Meets Bling. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Chili and I wish you a very Merry Christmas.